Hello, Jamie and Jeff here. We are going to show you how to make a heel with the ribber in position. So I need to stop with my yarn carrier at C or 6 o'clock. Pull the pin. That's very important. Okay. Now, we always knit with the heel spring engaged, and don't use your finger to raise needles because then it hurts. They will bleed. All right, so I'm going to use half of the needles. Do what?
You missed one.
I missed one? I sure did. Thanks for letting me know. Raise the back half of the needles. Now, we have to do a heel just like we always do. All right, we're going to raise that needle. Knit the row. Remember that I always knit with the heel spring in position. Oh, and you know what? I forgot to install the heel forks. Raise the needle, knit the row. Raise the needle, knit the row. And we're going to do that all the way down to our target needle. So we're going to raise this needle and knit the row. Now, I want you to watch and see when it's time to install some heel forks. Oh, looky there. See where this one, that's telling me, girl, this row will knit, but it's almost time. And I am pinching and pulling on the front half of the cylinder. We're going to raise the needle. Don't do it with your finger. Knit the row. Raise the needle. Knit the row. Raise the needle. Knit the row. Raise the needle. Knit the row. Now, have you noticed? That.
Dum, dum, dum. Oh.
Thank you for the sound effects. That last one didn't knit. And you know what? That says, girl, you pushed it too far. Now we need some heel forks. Now, I just wanted you to see that for the first few rows, the rubber dial actually holds it into position, holds the yarn down. All right. So you can see that I now have, I'm going to raise this needle. Let me get the tool and do it properly. Raise the needle, knit the row. 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 Now this time, we're going to count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So this is 10. Raise the 10th needle. Raise the 10th needle. Raise the 11th needle. Raise the 11th needle. Now we're going to do a little trickery. You can lower one needle at a time, but on the first 2 rows of the increase, I always do 2 needles at a time.
Can we get a better picture of that?
Okay. Then I'm going to knit the row. The reason I do that, I'm going to lower the second needle, wrap the yarn behind it, lower the first needle. And there we go. Now, one thing we forgot to do was put all of our heel forks in the smack middle underneath those working needles. Okay, now we should not have to use it or move these heel forks until we're ready for the toe. Now I'm going to lower 1 needle at a time. Now, anything you do on the right, you have to do on the left. You should probably be fairly familiar with making heels before you try to make one with the ribber in position. If you know what you're looking for, you can see me pause. Make sure that first one's going to knit. Because it's really embarrassing to drop a stitch right here in front of all y'all people. Okay, since I made a heel with half of the needles, I need to get an extra row out of this. I don't want to quit one ahead. So I'm going to lower this needle, but I'm going to wrap the yarn around behind this first tall man. Now what that's going to do is that's going to give me 2 extra rows to make the heel fit a little bit better, but it's also the wrapping behind the standing needle is going to mask that gap. So we'll do the same thing. We'll lower this needle and we're going to wrap the yarn behind the first tall needle. You're going to stop in the front. Very important. You've got to put the pin back in. So pull the pin, put the pin back in. That's the big takeaway from how to do a heel with the ribber in position. And I guarantee that you're going to forget to pull the pin or you're going to forget to put the pin back in. And guess what? That's a do-over. All right. All my latches are open. And I'm going to cruise on down the road.
Done.
Uh-huh.